You had that awesome tech alpha in December, and so people are curious, do you have any major learnings coming out of that?
Yeah, the tech alpha was focused primarily on the early game and the mid game systems, so we were able to check how people felt about the controls. We got feedback that, yeah, it felt like an authentic Diablo game, which is great because, using a completely different input mechanism to still feel like Diablo is what we were going for. And so that was great. Also, since we didn't have any of our late game systems in, people would get to level 45 and kind of say, okay, what not? What do I do now?
Right.
And that kind of validated that, yeah, we have some work to do on end game systems. That's up next for the team. And we're looking forward to talking more about that later this year.
Awesome. Thank you. Will the lore go through the lore of Diablo 3 and maybe even go into Diablo 4?
No, the lore of Diablo Immortal is focused on the span of time in between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. That's a 20-year period, so we feel like there's a lot of stories to explore. There's a lot for us to look at. There is an exciting opportunity for us, is that one of the zones that we have in Immortal is called the Library of Zoltan Kulle. And during Tech Alpha, we had a dungeon called a Destruction's End, and it basically involved something kind of similar to time walking, for those familiar with World of Warcraft, where time walking allowed you to visit a lore piece kind of outside the bounds of the normal timeline. And so while we have plenty to explore in between 2 and 3, we even have the opportunity to revisit a few key moments in Diablo's history as well. So that should also be exciting.
I think two of my favorite things too is one is because Immortal is before Diablo 3, that means Deckard Cain is still alive. Spoiler.
Yes.
Which is awesome to have Deckard back. And the other is that basically it means with that, Diablo 2 Resurrected is kind of the prequel to Immortal. So, if you're getting ready for Immortal, you got to play a lot of Diablo 2 Resurrected just to get ready for the story, right?
We should make that game.
I'm sure you got this question a million times, but I'll give it to you again. Can you tell us when the game is coming out?
We do get that question. No, I can't say when the game's coming out, but what I can share is, so earlier this year we finished our first technical phase, but there's more testing phases ahead. In fact, I think it's safe to say there's more testing ahead of us than there is behind at this point. We still need to get the Crusader and Necromancer in. There's more zones. During Technical Alpha, the level cap was 45, but the shipping game is going to be 60. That's going to come with 2 or 3 extra zones, and with the main quest line. And then on top of that, I alluded to this earlier, but there's the Elder game systems that we've been talking about, both PvE Elder game systems and PvP Elder game systems. And we want to make sure that we have proper testing phases to make sure that those get the testing that they require, so we can collect the feedback that we need to make the game good.
And will the Crusader make the next testing phase? Like when can I play as a Crusader?
Yeah, we're not talking about the timing yet, but there will be a testing phase with the Crusader, and there will be a testing phase with the Necromancer.
Fair enough. Well done, by the way. PR is gold star. That was well done. How will the game work for future update after release, update/expansion wise?
We have many patch content plans. We want to continue to support the game well after release. Honestly, for us, the game's release is just the beginning. We want to make sure that we're able to continue to build and add new storylines, new zones, new dungeons, new items, new Paragon trees. I don't know what else. New classes. All of we'll just
just more of everything. You're saying more of everything.
There's more of everything. We'll just keep piling it on.
Nice. Will there be PvP and PvE, competing with and against others, raids, etc.? For example, a battle arena with a ranking system or a free-to-play friendly system where you can spend day and night developing your skills and challenge other players would motivate everyone to keep playing this game even after they finish the storyline.
We will have lots of great, awesome things for people to do after they finish the storyline. It's another thing I can't. We don't have any announcements to make today, but PVE goals, yes, absolutely. PvP, group-based PvP for like you and not just like 3 or 4 of your friends, but actually like larger groups of your friends to do in PvP combat with other players. Yes, absolutely, and it's going to be rad. Awesome. It'll be awesome.
So rad is
I think
rad is what you're going with. You're not going with lids or poggers or anything.
Yes. I guess. Yeah.
I like rad. What's wrong?
It'll be lit. It's gonna be poggers.
Rad.
Tell me when I'm showing my age.
I'm the one working on a 20-year-old game for Rad.
I just want to do the hello, fellow kids. The question is, will Diablo Immortal ever consider having mass PvP like guild versus guild in the open world? This thing was the best feature other mobile games have offered, like Black Desert Mobile, etc.
Yes.
Nice. Can gestures...
And it will be lit.
I will allow it. I will allow the extra words so that we can have that. That's great. Thank you. I will allow. Can gestures be included for character animations?
Character animations.
And gestures be included for character animations?
Maybe. I guess I'm not sure what's being asked, but yeah, like swipes on the screen or something like that.
Like if you wanted to give me a gesture right now, like can they do would they figure out can you put those kinds of gestures as a character animation?
We'll look into it.
This reminds me of the yes or no Congress hearing questions.
Yeah, exactly. I know we have to negotiate yes and no's. All right, back. Will Diablo Immortal support 120 Hertz devices?
No, not on launch, but maybe later.
Okay, I will allow it. Will the release include... My pleasure. Will the release include Paladin and Necromancer classes?
If by Paladin the person means Crusader, then yes. The Crusader and the Necromancer will both be part of release.
And will I be able to play them in the next testing cycle?
You maybe.
Just keep trying.
Was that one Rod? Because then it's no.
Damn it! It's even worse. Okay. How many players can the largest raid have?
Yes.
Okay.
Large groups.
Large groups. Thank you. Some. Okay. Moving on. We're moving on to Rob. Congratulations, Wyatt. You survived the lightning round.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones.